Why now is the time to learn digital marketing. Many people wonder, is it too late to start digital marketing? With so many people already creating content and building businesses online, it might feel like you've already missed your chance. But when you look at what is actually happening in the digital economy, the statistics tell a very different story. Digital marketing isn't disappearing, it's growing. And today, I want to show you why I believe now is still a powerful time to begin. What digital marketing actually involves, and why I chose the Legacy Builders program as the blueprint I'm following. Before we begin, I want to be clear, this is not a promise of instant income or guaranteed results. Building any business takes time, effort, consistency, and a willingness to learn. But there is a real market here, and the numbers prove it. Why digital marketing matters right now. Let's begin with one of the biggest statistics. In 2025, internet advertising revenue in the United States reached approximately $294.6 billion. That was an increase of almost 14% in just 1 year. Think about what that means. Businesses are not moving away from the internet. They're investing more money into reaching people through search engines, social media, online video, email, websites, and digital content. They're doing that because that's where the people are spending their time. The opportunity in digital marketing isn't simply about becoming an influencer or getting millions of followers. It's about understanding how to help the right people discover a product, understand its value, trust the person presenting it, and make a decision. That process is digital marketing. Social media has become a business channel. Social media is no longer just a place where people post vacation pictures or talk to friends. It has become one of the largest advertising and customer discovery channels in the world. In 2025, US social media advertising revenue reached $117.7 billion, growing more than 32% from the previous year. That doesn't mean every person posting content will make money, but it does tell us something important. Businesses believe social media can help them reach customers, and they are willing to invest billions of dollars into it. The global audience is also continuing to grow. By October 2025, there were approximately 5.66 billion active social media user identities worldwide, equivalent to nearly 69% of the global population. That is why learning how to communicate online has become so valuable. Your potential audience is no longer limited to the people who live in your town, work with you, or already know your name. You can create a piece of content from home and have it reach someone across the country or across the world. The creator economy is still expanding. Another reason I believe this matters right now is the continued growth of the creator economy. According to the Interactive Advertising Bureau, U.S. creator advertising spending reached approximately $37 billion in 2025, which was a 26% increase from the previous year. It is projected to reach approximately $44 billion in 2026. Almost half of the advertisers surveyed by the IAB now consider creators a must-buy part of their marketing strategy. That tells me brands aren't treating online creators as a temporary experiment anymore. Creators have become a real marketing channel, and you do not necessarily need to be a celebrity or have hundreds of thousands of followers to participate. What matters is learning how to speak to a specific audience, solve a specific problem, build trust, and create useful content consistently. People are already watching on YouTube. Since you're watching this video on YouTube, here is another statistic that matters. A 2025 Pew Research Center survey found that 84% of US adults use YouTube, making it the most widely used online platform included in the survey. That is one of the reasons why I'm creating longer educational videos like this one. Short form videos can introduce you to someone, and I've done those, but long form videos give you the opportunity to teach, explain, answer objections, tell your story, and build a deeper connection. People come to YouTube looking for answers. They want to learn how something works before they make a decision. For someone building a digital business, that is an incredible opportunity. Online purchasing continues to grow. People are also becoming increasingly comfortable buying online. During the first quarter of 2026, US retail e-commerce sales reached approximately $326.7 billion. Now, that statistic includes physical retail products, not only digital products, but it demonstrates a much larger change in consumer behavior. People are already using their phones and computers to research products, compare choices, watch demonstrations, read reviews, join communities, purchase training, and download information. The question is no longer whether people will buy online. They already do. The question for someone starting a business is whether they can learn to communicate clearly enough to reach the right people. What digital marketing actually means. When I first heard digital marketing, it sounded complicated. I imagined complicated websites, paid advertising, algorithms, and people who had been doing this for years. But digital marketing can be broken down into a few understandable pieces. It means identifying who you want to help. It means understanding what that person is struggling with or looking for. It means creating content that makes them feel seen. It means introducing them to a possible solution. And it means creating a system that allows them to learn more when they're ready. That system might include social media content, a YouTube video, a free resource, an email list, a website, and a digital product. You do not have to master everything on the first day, but you do need a clear starting point. And that was one of the biggest reasons I became interested in the Legacy Builders program. Why I chose the Legacy Builders program is before finding this program, I felt like I had to figure everything out alone. There was endless information online, but I didn't know what to focus on first. One person would tell me to create a product. Someone else would say I needed a website. Then I would hear that I needed an email list, a funnel, a personal brand, daily videos, automation, and several different social media accounts. It was overwhelming. What attracted me to Legacy Builders was that it brought the different pieces together into a step-by-step simple blueprint. Instead of simply telling me that digital marketing was possible, it showed me the parts involved in building the business. The training covers areas such as creating content, building an audience, setting up an online system that is already built for you, using email marketing, creating funnels, developing your own digital products, building a community, and growing a brand. The Associated Digital Growth Community also provides ongoing training and connection with other people building online, so you're not doing it alone. Its school page currently shows more than 61,000 community members, although community size by itself is not evidence of individual financial results. For me, Having guidance and a community mattered because I didn't want another course that I would purchase, watch once, and then be left wondering what to do next. Another part of the program that caught my attention was the included digital products. One of the hardest parts of beginning an online business can be deciding what to create. You might spend months researching an idea, recording lessons, designing materials, building a website, and trying to determine how much to charge, all before you ever begin marketing. Legacy Builders includes digital training products that members receive licensing rights to market. That gave me something I could begin learning with while also learning how to build my own brand and eventually create additional products of my own. You may hear this described as keeping 100% profit. I think it's important to explain what that actually means. With this model, you keep the full product payment rather than receiving only a small affiliate commission. However, the full payment is not always the same as your final net profit. Normal business expenses can still include payment processing fees, software, taxes, website expenses, and marketing costs you choose to use. I would rather explain that honestly than make it sound like money appears without any expense or effort. What this program does not do, Legacy Builders does not eliminate the work involved in building a business. It cannot create your content for you every day. It cannot make you stay consistent. It cannot guarantee that a particular number of people will see your message, join your email list, or purchase a product. And it is not an automatic or passive income system from the moment you begin. The automation can help manage parts of the process once the system is established. But you still have to build trust, learn how to communicate, understand your audience, test different messages, and keep going when your first piece of content doesn't immediately produce a result. That is the honest side of online business that I believe needs to be discussed more often. The opportunity is real. The market is growing, but participation does not automatically equal success. You got to work for it. This is your business. So who this may be for? I believe this type of program may be worth exploring for someone who wants a structured introduction to digital marketing and is willing to learn how an online business works. It may also make sense for someone who wants to begin with an existing digital product instead of spending months creating one from the ground up. It could be helpful for someone who values ongoing training and community support, but it is probably not a good fit for someone who expects guaranteed money, doesn't want to create content or market a product, or believes a business should immediately run without consistent effort. There is no shame in deciding that a particular model isn't right for you. The goal is to understand what you are considering before you make a decision. So why digital marketing now? Because people are online, customers are online, businesses are spending more money online. Online purchasing continues to grow, and creators are becoming an increasingly important part of how businesses reach and communicate with customers. And why Legacy Builders? For me, it provided a starting point. It gave me training, a structured blueprint, an online system built for you, a digital product to begin with, and a community so I didn't feel like I had to figure everything out alone. I'm still learning, I'm still building, and I'm sharing what I learn along the way. Not because I believe this is instant or effortless, but because I believe having the right information and a clear path can make it easier to take the next step. If you would like to look more closely at the blueprint I found and decide whether it makes sense for you, comment blueprint and I'll send it to you. Take the time to look through the information, ask me any questions, and make the decision that is right for you. And if this video helped you understand digital marketing a little better, subscribe to my channel. I'll be sharing more about what I'm learning, how this business model works, and what it really looks like to build an online business from the beginning.